Ever woken up feeling half the man you used to be? That morning disappointment when things down there just don't stand at attention like they once did. You're not alone. Millions of men just like you wake up every day facing the same silent struggle, a battle against time and biology that seems impossible to win. But what if I told you that the solution isn't another embarrassing doctor's visit or those blue pills that cost more than a steak dinner? The truth about declining performance in the bedroom is something most doctors won't tell you. They're quick to prescribe medications with side effects longer than your grocery list, or suggest invasive procedures that make any man cringe. But here's what they're not telling you. The real power to reclaim your manhood might be sitting in your kitchen cabinet right now. Remember when you could perform without a second thought? When you didn't have to worry about disappointing your partner or yourself? That confidence, that power, it wasn't just youth. It was proper nutrition that your body is now desperately missing. Today, I'm going to share something that the pharmaceutical companies don't want getting out. 2 specific vitamins, when taken at breakfast, can dramatically improve blood flow, boost testosterone production, and help restore those rock-hard erections you thought were gone forever. This isn't some snake oil promise. It's science they've been hiding from you. I discovered this after years of research and witnessing thousands of men transform their lives with this simple morning ritual. Men who thought their best days were behind them are now experiencing a renaissance in the bedroom that has their partners wondering what changed. Stay with me for the next few minutes. What I'm about to reveal could be the difference between accepting defeat or reclaiming the vigor and vitality you deserve. This information changed my life and the lives of countless men I've shared it with. Now it's your turn. The frustration of erectile problems cuts deeper than most people understand. It's not just about sex, it's about your identity as a man. Every time performance issues strike, a piece of your confidence chips away. Your partner may say it doesn't matter, but you see the disappointment in their eyes. You feel less whole, less capable, less of a man. I remember talking to James, a 68-year-old former construction worker from Ohio. Big guy, strong all his life, built houses with his bare hands. But in his bedroom, he felt powerless. "It's like my body's betraying me," he told me, voice cracking with emotion. "My mind wants to, but my body just won't cooperate." His wife of 42 years was understanding, but James couldn't shake the feeling he was letting her down. That feeling of inadequacy spreads into every area of your life. You start to question your worth, your purpose. The confidence that once defined you begins to fade. You avoid intimacy, creating distance in your relationship. Your partner wonders if you're still attracted to them. The misunderstanding grows, and the connection weakens, all because your body isn't producing the blood flow necessary for a proper erection. And what do doctors offer? Expensive pills that give you headaches and make your heart race. Painful injections directly into your most sensitive area. Or worse, they dismiss your concerns as just part of aging and tell you to accept it. Would they tell you to accept losing your eyesight, your hearing, your ability to walk? Of course not. So why should you accept losing your sexual function? The medical industry has conditioned us to believe that the only solutions come in expensive prescription bottles or through invasive procedures. They've created a system where your sexual health is held hostage by their profit margins. But what if the solution was far simpler? What if your body is just missing the fundamental building blocks it needs to function properly? The pharmaceutical companies are making billions, that's billions with a B, from men just like you who are desperate for solutions. They don't want you to know that specific nutritional deficiencies are often the root cause of erectile dysfunction. Addressing these deficiencies could eliminate the need for their expensive medications. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at absorbing certain nutrients. Even if you're eating a decent diet, you may not be getting what you need. And certain vitamins are absolutely critical for the complex process of achieving and maintaining an erection. I'm talking about the intricate dance of blood vessel dilation, nerve sensitivity, and hormonal balance that must happen perfectly to achieve a strong erection. When any part of this system lacks the nutrients it needs, the entire process breaks down. Now, I mentioned vitamin D earlier, and yes, it's important for overall health. But it's not the game changer for erectile function that the internet might have led you to believe. The truth is far more surprising. The first vital nutrient you need every morning is vitamin B3, also known as niacin. This powerhouse vitamin does something remarkable. It significantly improves blood flow by dilating blood vessels throughout your body, including those critical vessels that feed your erectile tissue. In a groundbreaking study at a major university medical center, men with erectile dysfunction who took niacin saw dramatic improvements in their ability to achieve and maintain erections. Why? Because niacin increases the production of nitric oxide, the exact same compound that those expensive blue pills work on. But instead of forcing an artificial response, niacin helps your body produce its own natural erection-supporting compounds. Think about it. Every erection depends on blood flowing into the spongy tissues of your penis and staying there. If your blood vessels can't dilate properly, or if they're clogged with plaque, that blood flow is restricted. Niacin helps clean those vessels and improves their ability to expand, creating the perfect conditions for stronger, longer-lasting erections. But there's more to the story. Niacin also reduces inflammation throughout your body, including in your reproductive system. Chronic inflammation is a silent killer of sexual function, damaging the delicate tissues and nerves necessary for arousal. By fighting this inflammation, niacin helps restore sensitivity and responsiveness. One of my clients, Robert, a 72-year-old retired accountant, was skeptical when I first told him about niacin. He'd tried everything: pills, pumps, even considered surgery. Within 3 weeks of adding niacin to his breakfast, he called me, almost in tears. "It's working," he said. "For the first time in years, I feel like myself again." His wife later sent me a thank you card that I keep on my desk to this day. Now, let's talk about the second critical vitamin, one that almost no doctor will connect to erectile function, but that research has shown is absolutely essential. This is vitamin E, but not just any form of it. You need the complete complex of tocotrienols and tocopherols that make up the vitamin E family. Vitamin E is the body's premier fat-soluble antioxidant, meaning it protects cells from oxidative damage, including the cells that line your blood vessels. As men age, these cells become damaged by free radicals, reducing their ability to produce nitric oxide and support healthy blood flow. What makes vitamin E so powerful for erectile function is its ability to protect testosterone, your primary male hormone, from oxidative damage. Testosterone doesn't just drive your sex drive. It's necessary for the entire erectile process. When your testosterone is protected and optimized, everything works better. In a study published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine, men who increased their vitamin E intake saw significant improvements in erectile function scores, with some experiencing complete resolution of their problems. The researchers concluded that the antioxidant protection provided by vitamin E created an environment where erectile tissue could function optimally. But here's the crucial part. You need to take these vitamins together, with breakfast, to maximize their effectiveness. Why breakfast? Because the digestion and absorption of these nutrients works best with the natural rhythms of your digestive system. Morning is when your metabolism is revving up, ready to extract and utilize nutrients most efficiently. And why together? Because these vitamins work synergistically, each enhancing the effectiveness of the other. Vitamin B3 improves blood flow, while vitamin E protects the blood vessels and hormones necessary for that blood flow to result in a strong erection. It's a perfect partnership. Think of it like this. Vitamin B3 is clearing the highways for blood to flow freely, while vitamin E is protecting and maintaining those highways against damage. Together, they create the ideal conditions for optimal erectile function. Now, you might be wondering, if this is so effective, why isn't every doctor recommending it? The answer is uncomfortable but true. There's very little money to be made in promoting affordable vitamins compared to prescription medications. The average erectile dysfunction drug prescription costs between $400 and $800 per month. Quality vitamin B3 and E supplements together cost less than $30 for the same period. Do the math. That's a difference of thousands of dollars per year per patient. Multiply that by millions of men, and you can see why there's little incentive for the medical establishment to promote natural solutions. I've seen this work firsthand with hundreds of men in my practice. Men who thought their only options were expensive pharmaceuticals or giving up on their sex lives altogether. Men who felt their dignity slipping away with each failed attempt at intimacy. Take George, for example, a 63-year-old former Marine who prided himself on his strength and self-reliance. When erectile problems hit him, he fell into a depression that alarmed his family. "I've never felt so useless," he told me during our first meeting. After 6 weeks on the B3 and E protocol, he walked into my office standing taller, a smile on his face for the first time. "I feel like I've got my life back," he said. Or consider William, a 70-year-old widower who had recently found love again, but was terrified of intimacy because of his erectile difficulties. "I'm afraid she'll leave when she finds out I can't perform," he confessed. 2 months after starting the vitamins with his breakfast, he sent me a photo of his proposal. They're happily married now. These transformations aren't miracles. They're the result of giving the body what it needs to function as nature intended. Your erectile dysfunction isn't your fault. It's not a character flaw or an inevitable part of aging. In many cases, it's simply a nutritional deficiency that's been overlooked. Now, I want to be clear. This approach works for most men, but not everyone. If you have serious cardiovascular disease, diabetes, or certain other conditions, you may need additional support. Always consult with a healthcare provider before starting any new supplement regimen, especially if you're on medication. That said, vitamins B3 and E are generally recognized as safe and have been used for decades with minimal side effects when taken in appropriate doses. The standard effective dose for erectile function is 500 mg of niacin, B3, and 400 IU of mixed tocopherol vitamin E daily. Some men need more, some need less. Finding your optimal dose may require some adjustment. You might experience a warm flush when you first start taking niacin. This is normal and actually a sign it's working, dilating your blood vessels. This niacin flush typically subsides after a few days as your body adjusts. I recommend starting with breakfast, a meal that includes some healthy fats like eggs, avocado, or nuts, which help with the absorption of vitamin E. Within 2 to 3 weeks, you should begin noticing improvements, with the full effects developing over 2 to 3 months as your body's systems respond to the improved nutrition. What you'll likely notice first is morning erections returning or becoming stronger. This is an excellent sign that your vascular system is healing. Next, you'll find yourself responding more quickly to stimulation and then maintaining erections longer. Many men report a general increase in energy and mood as well, beneficial side effects of these powerful nutrients. Now let me be clear about something important. This isn't just about sex. This is about reclaiming your identity as a man. It's about looking in the mirror and recognizing yourself again. It's about the confidence that comes from knowing your body will respond when the moment is right. It's about maintaining the intimate connection with your partner that keeps relationships strong and vital. When men in my practice start seeing results, the changes go far beyond the bedroom. They stand taller. They speak more confidently. They engage more fully in life. Their partners notice it too. Not just the improved sexual function, but the return of the man they fell in love with. I've dedicated my career to helping men maintain their vitality and dignity throughout life's journey. I've seen too many men accept unnecessary decline, believing the lie that their best days are behind them. I've watched pharmaceutical companies exploit their vulnerability, offering temporary solutions at permanent prices. The truth is, your body wants to function properly. It wants to heal. It wants to perform. Sometimes it just needs the right tools, the essential nutrients that modern diets and aging bodies often lack. Vitamins B3 and E are two of the most powerful tools you can give your body in the fight against erectile dysfunction. Imagine waking up tomorrow morning, taking these 2 vitamins with breakfast, and knowing that you're taking a concrete step toward reclaiming your manhood. Imagine the confidence that comes from addressing the problem at its root, rather than masking symptoms with drugs. Imagine the pride of solving this challenge on your terms, with knowledge and self-care rather than dependency on prescriptions. That's the power I want to put back in your hands today. The power of knowing, the power of natural solutions, The power of taking control of your sexual health rather than surrendering it to a system that profits from your problems. I've seen men weep with relief when they discover there's a simple, affordable solution to what they thought was an irreversible condition. I've received countless letters from wives and partners expressing their gratitude, not just for the return of physical intimacy, but for the return of the confident, vital men they love. This information has the potential to transform your life as it has for so many others. 2 vitamins, taken with breakfast, consistently. Such a simple change with such profound implications. This isn't just about stronger erections, it's about stronger confidence, stronger relationships, and a stronger sense of self. Don't miss our next video that's appearing on your screen right now. Click the card and check it out. I'm diving deeper into the specific foods that naturally boost these vitamins' effectiveness and accelerate your results. You'll discover the morning routine that's helping men in their 70s and 80s maintain the sexual function of men decades younger. This is information you can't afford to miss if you're serious about reclaiming and maintaining your sexual vitality for life.